This is BBC Two's Comedy Zone, and if you live in a certain place on the south coast, you might not like this.
Supposing you had the chance to get rid of some of your worst nightmares, what would they be? My guest is here tonight to persuade me to banish the items on his list to room 101. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome Spike Milligan. Hello, Spike. Take a seat. Let's have a look at your first choice, because your first choice is a rather unusual one. You have chosen to go into room 101, Portsmouth. And that's...
What is it?
This is the HMS Victory, which is at Portsmouth. This is the signify. This is to represent Portsmouth.
Yes.
Now, why do you hate Portsmouth?
Well, I appeared on the stage there 3 times and I died the bloody death. I could hear myself walking off the stage. In fact, Peter Sellsworth there died, and he said, "F*** you all."
What was the act that you did at the time? Can you remember?
I wasn't very good, but I thought I was being different. I didn't have any play on music, but I would suddenly appear at the back of the stage, and I'd bounce about the back. Do, 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 do. Do, do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I'd try to get to the microphone. I'd say, "I must be a great disappointment to you all." She's gone.
To put that into context, there were a lot of strange acts going around. Do you remember any of these people when you were working on the music halls? This is the bit I like.
All that, and they died.
Yeah. How do you discover you can do that?
You don't. You do it on the night, impulsively.
Alone in having a poor opinion of Portsmouth, because we've dug out some Portsmouth tourist board stuff, and they don't have a very high opinion of themselves either. We've got an extract from one of the leaflets they hand out, the reasons why you should go to Portsmouth. They've said Portsmouth offers thousands of French restaurants. Then it says underneath, and they're only a few hours sailing away. France.
Oh, dear.
Come to Portsmouth, you can get to somewhere else from here.
All you got in Portsmouth was the clap.
Well, you didn't get the clap, you got...
No. Thank you for reminding me, yes.
We've done some research. We've got a variety bill from the 50s when you were on at Portsmouth.
Yeah.
And I think you're making a cross for yourself here. It says, "Spike, I hate Portsmouth Milligan."
I've been there before, you see.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't think we can put Portsmouth in for the simple reason that if Portsmouth wasn't there, the south coast would fray at the edges. So Portsmouth has to be there because if not there, people in Southsea would just fall into the sea.
Would they?
Yeah.
Not a bad thing for them to do, is it?
But nevertheless, I'm sorry, Spike, we can't put Portsmouth into room 101. I'm sorry, it's not going in. All right, and in it goes. I bowed to...
You just sunk the bloody Victory.
They'll dig it up again like they did with Mary Rose.
I went diving on that before it was dug up.
How far down was it then?
It was about 60 feet. And the water was very muddy. Why am I telling you all this? And I saw some of the ribs sticking out there, and I touched it. That was my only contact with the Mary Rhodes. Since then, he's got on without me. Down in a huge shed in somewhere. Portsmouth, I think.
It is in Portsmouth, yes. Well, let's have a look at... let's have a look at your next item, Spike. Your next item is Muzak.
Muzak is distinctive in that it is the only background music service whose product is standard throughout the world. We're in 25 countries worldwide with 135,000 subscribers. We estimate on a daily basis approximately 80 million people daily hear Muzak.
The inventor of Muzak committed suicide, and I sent his wife a congratulatory telegram.
This is, as you can see, is a lift. So those people who aren't sure what Muzak is, I think this demonstrates it neatly. Well, what is it, Spike, about music that you really hate?
Well, you go in the shop, you never hear the beginning of it, you get the middle, and you bugger off before you hear the end. That's about it, you know.
If Muzak spreads, this is the sort of thing that could happen at the next Olympics. It's also pop music you don't like, though, do you? It's not just Muzak,
It's
sort of-
crap, no.
All pop music is crap?
Yeah. The last great music was by the Beatles.
Well, I'd agree with you there.
Who could have topped a number like Yesterday?
Yes. Yeah,
A beautiful tune, entire lyrics like this.
It's an extraordinary story how he come to compose it as well, because he woke up with this tune and he was convinced that it was a tune that somebody else had written that he'd heard somewhere. And he was going around saying, what's this tune? And eventually people said, well, we've never heard it. So he realised it was an original tune. Have you ever done that with a joke? When you think, that's such a good joke, somebody must have done it before?
No.
No. Pop music is interesting because there are no anecdotes about pop musicians. There's lots of anecdotes about jazz musicians that are, you know, there are funny people in jazz.
Ronnie Scott was also a very fond classical musician. I took him to the Albert Hall one night and they started playing the main movement of Beethoven's Funeral Sonata. So it went on and on, and on, and on, and Ronnie Scott leaned over to me and said, this bloke must have lived f***ing miles from the cemetery.
Let's have a vote from the audience. All those in favour of Muzak, say aye. What a beautiful sound, peace and quiet. In it goes to room 101. Now, the next item, Spike, is rather unusual. You spent 6 years, along with many other people, fighting in the war against Adolf Hitler, fighting for all our freedom, and the individual hate figure that you have chosen is Chris Evans. A man, perhaps, who shouldn't wear red. What is it about Chris Evans that you don't like?
He's without any talent. All he can do is small talk. Yak. The smartest thing I ever heard him say was good morning.
He had that written for him. But you see, why pick on Chris Evans? Because he's a disc jockey, but all disc jockeys are like this. All disc jockeys are without talent. Noel Edmonds, I can't stand Noel Edmonds.
Well, yeah. I don't understand why it never done any offensive to me. And the moment I saw him talking, I thought, you're an idiot, you know.
You've got to feel some sympathy for him. I mean, look at him. I mean, he's got the look of a comedian, but without the talent or the writing ability or the timing.
Well, the best I could wish him was an early death.
Is that really the best you can wish him, Spike? Couldn't you, like, wish for him to have a happy birthday or something?
Leprosy.
People who have ginger hair, we've got to feel sorry for them because it's difficult if you've got ginger hair to be taken seriously, isn't it?
I've no idea.
Well, we've got a couple of pictures here to illustrate what we mean. Now, there's the Pope. Looks like something you'd see in a back street in Glasgow on a Saturday night. Who are you calling Pontiff? Coming at you. Let's have a look. That's the Pope. Let's have a look at somebody else with unnatural hair. Nelson Mandela. He looks like a backing singer for James Brown, doesn't he? Do you think Nelson Mandela would have been such a popular leader? Shall I take it away? Is it? See, this is what ginger people have got to put up with. You see, it's not easy for them. I don't know. Chris Evans, Room 101. The thing about... That's going to make no difference to me. The thing about Chris Evans is he has people who he pays to laugh at his jokes. Then on the radio show he says things like, the time is 8:06, and everybody laughs. It's hilarious. And he goes out to the pub with these people as well, and his friends are on salary. And I can't help but feel sorry for him because of that. Nevertheless, he's going into Room 101. Your next choice for Room 101 is a difficult one for me. I don't quite understand it. Perhaps it might be better if you actually tell people here what this is and why you want to put it into Room 101.
This is the bloody house I live in. It's bloody awful. The agent, I said, look, it looks like it's made of white stone.
Mm-hmm.
He said, yes, it is. It's not. It's made of concrete blocks. So I put outside the door the blind architect. For inside, there's nothing of any memento inside. It's all blank, 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 blank. And, yes, that's why I hate it.
So...
because I own it.
So you bought a house that you hate?
Well, it was the right price.
Is there something we can do, perhaps, to alter the appearance of it? Is it the colour that you don't like?
No, you could set fire to it.
Well, we've taken the photograph that you've got here, and we've tried to sort of, like, imagine it in different guises. That could be a pub.
No, that's a railway station.
Where do the trains come in?
That's Rye railway station.
Is that Rye railway station?
Yeah, it is, yes.
A mock Tudor railway station.
They have a mock Tudor station master.
What, is that a man who doesn't like the Tudors, or he's just got up as Henry VIII checking your tickets?
I do not know what you are talking about.
So I believe that the one thing that you really like about this house is the views.
Oh, you can see to the channel.
Really?
Yeah, and then on a clear night, you can see the twinkling lights of Boulogne. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So can the people of Boulogne see you when you go into the lavatory upstairs at night?
Well, I wave to them.
Well, I can't put this house into Room 101 because if I did that, you'd have nowhere to sleep tonight.
What's this Room 101? Where is it?
That's where everything that you hate can go into there and disappear completely.
I see.
But if I do that, the house will go if it goes into there.
I see. Well, do it then.
All right. So you now, since you left your house today, that you are now officially...
How long does this bloody show go on? I've got to go and have dinner.
We'll be done by then.
All right, go on, carry on then.
OK.
Get it over with.
Right, your next choice, Your next choice is a very popular thing amongst Britons. Very popular thing. It's soap operas to go into room 101. Coronation Street. And EastEnders, of course. Somebody cheered there for EastEnders. Of course, it's a very popular show. What is it you've got against soap
I'm a
operas?
snob. It's brainless, you know.
So what is it? Do you think it's a waste of time for people to be watching soap
Well, it's so
operas?
repetitious, you know. I'm all into it. How are you? All right. Well, what did you do last night? I went to the pub last night. Did you? Oh, anyone there I know? No, Alec was there. Oh, Alec was there yesterday. How's his wife getting on? She's in hospital, yeah. Well, she's in hospital. She's in hospital, got varicose veins. Oh, has she?
See, I'd watch this every week. Well, let's see. Well, we've got an opinion of the opinion of John Burt, the Director General. Let's see what his view is of soap operas.
I watch it half-heartedly. It's a bit rubbishy. It's getting a bit corny. They're all trying to outdo each other, and in their attempt, it's bad acting. So they do themselves in the eye because people switch off, or like me, fall asleep. EastEnders, the best thing about it is the music. I mean, if I couldn't act better than that, well, I'm not Omar Sharif. You can see.
It gets very bizarre.
Pain in the arse.
It gets very bizarre in the end. He claims that he's not Omar Sharif, and to prove it, he takes his cap off. Because I was looking at that thinking, what's Omar Sharif doing there, working it? Because if you don't know, remember Omar Sharif, this is what he looked like in Lawrence of Arabia. It's 4.5 hours worth of soap operas every day on British television, and if we didn't have them, then that time would have to be filled up with something else.
No, people watch them. They're absolutely gogglebox on them. What, 4 or 5 million ago at Coronation Street?
Or more than that. It's
More than that?
Yeah.
10 million?
18 million.
18 million, right, yes. God. Those poor buggers.
Well, I'm going to put this to the audience because, I mean, I agree with you. I don't watch them at all, but they are very, very popular. So let's see what the audience... What do you think? Should we put soap operas into room 101? Yes! Well, I don't know. People are saying no. People are saying yes. I mean, no, I don't think we are going to put them into room 101. No, we're not going to go in. We're going to have to live with soap operas, I'm afraid. So they're not going to... Oh, right, I'll put them into room 101. Now, this next one here is hunting. What is it do you hate about hunting?
The cruelty. Full stop. Cruelty. There are a certain class of people. They are hunting junkies. They're born into us. The Prince of Wales has blooded his 2 sons and got them into it. You know,
I thought that was extraordinary.
They're hooked on it, aren't they? They're hooked on it.
What is the point of that? I mean, I'm not, you know, that's not my background hunting, but the idea of killing an animal and then putting its blood on your face is just barbaric, isn't it?
Yes, it is, yeah.
I think it was Oscar Wilde who said the people who go hunting are just a bunch of toffee-nosed arseholes. I think that was the... something like that was the quote. I might have more respect for people who go hunting if they gave the real reason why they do it, is that they love it. They never say, oh, we really enjoy it. They say, oh, well, we have to keep down the fox population. But if they've got a barn that's full of rats, they don't dress up in this stuff.
They have hunt followers on foot who don't run up round. They just follow the hunt. And if anybody stops the hunt, they attack them.
That's right, the hunt saboteurs. Well, I think, you know, with these people who go...
watching you tonight, you're a lot of bastards. You're watching with a lot of bastards.
Well, taking up your point there, they always talk about the thrill of the chase, these people, and I think they should be hunted in turn, so they can get the thrill of the chase them. So they're hunting the fox, there should be somebody behind them with rifles hunting them. I mean, it should be easy to pick out wearing this sort of stuff in the countryside. Probably designed by Chris Evans-Taylor. Well, there is no possible justification for hunting. I can't think of a single good reason why it shouldn't go in the room 101. So I think...
Hunting deer is even worse.
Do you think so? Why?
Yeah, well, I don't know why.
Well, that's good enough for me. Right, into hunting, disappearing into room 101, gone forever. Your next choice of room 101 is maybe quite controversial, because you've chosen football.
I don't understand it. I'm a rugby player.
Well, there's two people over there who agree with you.
Any rugby players here? Great. What positions?
Flanker.
Thank God, good luck. I used to try and avoid you. I used to play in the wing. All these. I'll tell you a couple of rugby stories, you mind? I had a friend, the All Blacks were playing Ireland, and this Irish friend of mine went over to Dublin. He hadn't got a ticket, but he thought he'd get one out, one of the touts. So he says, anybody here got tickets? Yes, I'm here. I've got the ticket here. He said, how much? He says, £500. He said, for Christ's sake, for £500, I could get the most beautiful woman in Dublin. He said, ah, yes, but she wouldn't give you 45 minutes each way with the band playing in the middle.
Well, we've got to give football a chance here. There is great skill and beauty in football. It does happen.
Well, it's so simple, you see. It's a rugby game. It's turgid. Scrums, rucks, mauls, all this going on all the time. Football, that's all it is.
Well, yes, but it's a simpler game, perhaps. But there is beauty within the game. We've got perhaps the most famous footballer these Isles have produced, George Best. This is wonderful.
Yes, he was great.
Players are losing this ball in the sun, but it was Best who picked up that kid Flick. Driven wide. Yes!
How about that?
I mean,
you don't often get that in a football game.
so does that not make you feel a little bit softer towards football?
Well, that particular instant I was at the game.
Were you?
Yeah, and I saw him do it, and I thought, Christ, I'm glad he's Irish.
Well, I'm glad the cameras were there.
Clapper.
Right, there's two one-armed men sitting next to each other. Would you say that football is or rugby rather is a more masculine game than football?
Well, I used to play in the wing, and bloody hell, I was 12 stone then, mind you, much heavier. And it's a lovely game. I enjoyed every minute of it. I still watch it, and I still, in my mind, still play it. I see a move, as I wouldn't have done that. I'd have passed it inside.
To prove that rugby is a man's game, we've got a clip here which is perhaps unfair, but it makes me laugh. So that's the only reason why it's in, really. But this is to prove that rugby really is a man's game. Have a look at this.
It was a London derby between Richmond and Wasps. They were competing in the final of the Women's National League. This penalty try helped Wasps to victory by 19 points to 0.
He's going to try.
And an extraordinary conversion was given a helping hand.
See, this is worth seeing again, this. I think this may be a fundamental difference between men and women, where women aren't so competitive. They want to help each other out. Let's run it again, and I'll show you what I mean. It's not going over. I'll push it over there. We can't put football into room 101 because if we did that, for example, the nation is brought together through our hatred of Jimmy Hill. And if we didn't have football, we wouldn't have a hate figure like Jimmy Hill. Italy had Mussolini, we've got Jimmy Hill. I'm sorry, Spike, no, football can't go into room 101, I'm afraid. You'll have to take it with you.
And get rid of it.
OK, Spike, your very last item for consideration to go into room 101 is parties. And to represent parties, we have our waiter here, and we have a melon with bits of cheese stuck on sticks and old fag ends, because you always get this at parties, fag ends floating around in beer and stuff. And you can see the way I feel about parties, actually, and it's the forced jollity of the occasion. Could I tempt you into a funny hat?
Yeah.
There we are. We're now going to enjoy ourselves. Having a good time?
I'll have to keep this on.
No, take it off. The thing with parties is they're... well, you tell me, Spike, what is it you don't like about parties?
Well, they all get pissed. And nobody knows what anybody's saying anymore. They all stand in groups and talk and all. And that's it. I don't think I've ever enjoyed a party. I think I'm a loner. That's the trouble is, yeah. I'm an outsider.
Well, you don't like
What I'm doing inside,
Well, what about on VE Day? There was a big party. Did you have a party that night? Can you
Yes,
remember?
we did. I was in a place called Maddaloni in Italy. And RSN, he filled up the fountain with wine. So everybody, including me, got pissed. So pissed we threw him into the wine.
Did he come out again?
No, he drank his way out.
You end up having the same conversation over and over again about, oh, I saw you do this.
I saw you on television.
Exactly.
People say, you're Spike Milligan. I said, I know who I am. You go away and find out who you are.
Let's have a quick straw poll amongst the audience here. Who likes parties here? Who actually enjoys parties? Well, I mean, it's sort of... I mean, I don't enjoy them because they're loud, there's lots of drink going around, you can't have a conversation, there's always loud music going on. And you end up getting so pissed you're trying to get off with somebody or whatever, and you wake up the next day and you think, oh, dear, what have I done? I don't even know his name. You know, that's... I think parties, without any doubt, the world... do you have any plans for the millennium?
I'm going to bed.
Very sound advice. Parties, goodbye to Route 101. In they go. Well, Spike, you had enormous success there in getting stuff into Room 101. Ladies and gentlemen, Spike Milligan. And if any proof was needed that parties are a bad thing, take a look at this footage from a bunch of people who should be celebrating the greatest night of their life. It's the Labour Party after their win at the general election. Take a good look at John Prescott really letting himself go. Until the next time, good night.
I go now.
Now, not that Spike could care, but tomorrow's the opening day of the English football season, and 5 Live will keep you up to date with all the action. Sport on 5 from 1 o'clock on 909 and 693 medium wave.
The story of a man and a woman.
He's got a waggle.
Because all them are the same.
OK. Fingers crossed we'll be able to see it. Let's pray for a chink in the cloud. Thank you very much, Francisco.
Pleasure.
And of course, looking up to see the beginnings of the eclipse is what everyone's going to be doing. But that's where the hazards come in, isn't it?
Thanks, Philippa. Thanks, Francisco. You know, Mark Porter, you've been banging on and on about looking up at the sun as if we didn't have the sun anyway. But I mean, we can be forgiven for banging on about it, can't we?
We have to bang on about it.
It'd be really silly if you lost your sight just on a day like today.
The sheer numbers of people who are going to be watching it, if there is a mistake. So I'll go through it again for the last time, hopefully. The safest way to watch it is the indirect viewing technique, not to look at the sun at all. Use some form of projection, and the simplest one is to use 2 pieces of card, one with a pinhole, like this, OK? And we'll do more about that later on. Lots of people are going to be using these somewhat controversial solar viewers. But basically, I would say make sure you've always got one that's got a CE mark on it, that's approved and designed for the job, and make sure it's in good nick and wear it properly, OK? And believe it or not, you can even get them for your pet. I found this. I thought this is great, isn't it? Solar viewers for your pet, made, of course, by Poochie.
All characterful stuff. John Parkinson, your first go here. Lovely waistcoat, I may say so. Lovely waistcoat, but it hasn't worked its spell yet, has it?
Well, made by my wife.
First contact, how far are we away from it now?
We are now just about 43 seconds away from the time which the moon first starts to eat up the sun.
30 seconds. I think we can actually go and see a picture of the sun here.
Oh, wow.
From, it's got to be from the Hercules, hasn't it?
It's got to be from the Hercules. They're obviously well above the clouds. It's jerking about a little bit. They must be...
Yeah, they've got a stabilised camera of that. Now, the whole point about this Hercules is it's in the sky. We're not precisely sure where it is, but if it was exactly above us, then there's some chance of it. How far away are we from it now?
We are coming up to 10 seconds away. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1... now.
And if it's exactly above us, of course you don't actually see this. You've counted us into it terribly dramatically there, John, but you know, it takes a few moments for it to become apparent, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.